Welcome to Timeless Legends, the home of music that shaped generations. Today, we're diving into the unforgettable world of one-hit wonders. Songs that lit up the charts once, but left a mark that still echoes through time. From gospel-infused rock anthems to funky grooves and dreamy ballads, these tracks may have only topped the charts once, but they've stayed in our hearts forever. They told stories of love, rebellion, heartbreak, and joy, appearing in blockbuster films, timeless commercials, and nostalgic playlists across the globe. Some bands vanished after their hit, others moved on to unexpected careers, but their songs, immortal. So sit back, turn up the volume, and let Timeless Legends take you on a journey through the greatest one-hit wonders of the past. Because sometimes, In the Summertime isn't just a song, it's a feeling. Released in 1970, this debut single by Mungo became an instant global sensation. With its skiffle-style rhythm, bouncing beat, and that infectious chuckle, the track captured the pure, carefree spirit of warm, sunny days. The message was simple but powerful. Take life easy in the summertime. Enjoy what you have. Live in the moment. No planning, no pressure. In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. These lines became the anthem of an era, a time when freedom, joy, and simplicity defined the mood of a generation. The song topped the charts in over 30 countries and sold millions of copies worldwide. Mungo never had another hit of the same scale, cementing their status as a one-hit wonder. But what a hit it was. In the Summertime continues to live on, in movies, commercials, weddings, road trips, and every playlist that celebrates joy. This track is more than just a catchy tune. It's the sound of freedom, sunshine, and life at its most carefree. A rock song that feels like a gospel hymn? Yes, exactly what this next hit delivered. Spires. There to the sky, Kevin Lemon Flares Fast. Spirit in the Sky, for a timeless anthem that fused gritty rock riffs with the soaring soul of gospel. From the very first note, you're struck by a wall of fuzzed-out guitar and spiritual harmonies that shake your soul. It was written by Greenbaum, a man who wasn't religious himself, but was inspired by a TV evangelist's message of hope. He captured that feeling of salvation and turned it into a song that felt holy yet rebellious. The lyrics are uplifting, the energy electric, and the impact eternal. Though Greenbaum never had another hit and faded from the spotlight by the mid-70s, this song lived on, covered by countless artists and featured in dozens of movies and commercials. A one-hit wonder? Yes, but what a hit. The moment you hear Ooga Chaka, you know exactly what's coming. It's Hooked on a Feeling, originally recorded by B.J. Thomas, but taken to the next level by Swede in 1974. That unforgettable chant, first introduced by Jonathan King in 1971, became the song's heartbeat. Swede's version hit #1 on the US charts and was later revived in Guardians of the Galaxy, winning over an entirely new generation. But despite the fame, the band couldn't replicate the magic. By 1975, Swede had disbanded, proving that sometimes one perfect song is enough to keep your name alive forever. A love story born by the sea. Brandy, You're a Fine Girl, tells the tale of a barmaid longing for a sailor who could never give her his heart, because his first love was the ocean. With vivid storytelling and a haunting melody, the song soared to the top of the Billboard Hot 100. But Looking Glass couldn't maintain that momentum. By 1974, the band had broken up. Lead singer Elliot Lurie later shifted to film and TV music, but Brandy remains a soft rock classic, a song of love, sacrifice, and the tides that pull us away. A funky anthem ahead of its time. Come and Get Your Love by Redbone wasn't just a catchy groove, it was history. Redbone was one of the first all-Native American rock bands to achieve mainstream success. The song peaked at #5 on the Billboard charts and exploded again decades later, thanks to Guardians of the Galaxy. While the band never saw such success again, the song became a cross-generational staple. Fun fact, the name Redbone is a nod to their mixed Native and European heritage, a part of their identity they wore with pride. A song that feels like moonlight itself. Dancing in the Moonlight was written by Sherman Kelly after surviving a violent attack while traveling in the Caribbean. Instead of writing from pain, he wrote from hope. A world where people dance in peace and harmony. When King Harvest released their version, it quietly climbed the charts, a sleeper hit. Although the band disbanded shortly after, the song continues to shine in films, commercials, and feel-good playlists everywhere. Soft melodies with surprisingly suggestive lyrics, Afternoon Delight became a chart-topping hit in 1976, masking cheeky innuendo beneath gentle harmonies and warm production. The Starland vocal band won a Grammy for Best New Artist, but couldn't maintain that spark. By the early 80s, the group faded into obscurity. Still, the song had a second life in pop culture, especially after its hilarious use in Anchorman: The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Hard-hitting rock track with a complicated history. Black Betty was based on a 1939 traditional African-American work song originally recorded by blues legend Lead Belly. Ram Jam's heavier version electrified the charts and crowds, but sparked criticism for its perceived racial undertones. Despite the controversy, the song reached number 18 and remains a staple at sports events and in rock playlists. Ram Jam couldn't follow it up, but Black Betty made sure they'd never be forgotten. Sometimes all it takes is one sarcastic comment. Wild Cherry was a rock band until a heckler shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy!" They took the joke seriously. The result, an irresistible blend of rock and funk that soared to number 1. The song became an anthem of the disco rock fusion era. But like many others, their magic didn't last. Wild Cherry never had another big hit, yet that one funky groove made their name eternal. When a comedian shocked the music world, Vicki Lawrence, known from The Carol Burnett Show, released The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia, a dark, dramatic tale of betrayal, injustice, and a wrongful execution. The song, written by her then-husband Bobby Russell, was originally meant for Cher, but rejected by Sonny Bono for being too controversial. Lawrence took the risk, and it paid off. The song hit number 1 and remains one of the era's most chilling storytelling ballads. Minimalist, moody, and magnetic. Rock On by David Essex was unlike anything else on the radio. With its echoing vocals and eerie vibe, it climbed to number 5 on the US charts. Essex continued working in the UK, but this was his only big US hit. A 1989 cover by Michael Damian brought the song back to life for a new generation. Still, the original remains unmatched in its cool, haunting tone. A satirical jab that turned into a classic. Stuck in the Middle with You was a parody of the music industry, but with its catchy melody and Dylan-style vocals, it became a top 10 hit for Stealers Wheel. Internal band tensions led to their breakup, but the song's legacy exploded when it was used in Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs during the film's infamous ear-cutting scene. It's playful, it's disturbing, and it's unforgettable. Pure joy in song form. Magic by Pilot was one of those tracks that instantly lifted your mood. Its dreamy instrumentation and lighthearted lyrics took it to number 5 on the Billboard charts. But Pilot couldn't maintain the momentum. Despite their breakup, Magic continues to appear in commercials, movies, and nostalgic playlists. Its charm still intact. Horns, grit, and pure adrenaline. Vehicle by the Ides of March was a high-energy mix of rock and brass that shot to number 2 on the Billboard charts. So bold in sound, many mistook the band for Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Though the group faded, lead singer Jim Peterick went on to co-write Eye of the Tiger with Survivor, cementing his legacy in rock history. And finally, the song that marked the birth of a new era. Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles was about change, and it became The Change. The first music video ever played on MTV in 1981, the song topped charts in 16 countries. The Buggles never matched its success, but members like Trevor Horn went on to become legendary producers, joining bands like Yes and Asia. The track is more than a hit, it's a cultural turning point, a song that closed one chapter and opened another. One-hit wonders, fleeting fame, eternal sound. These songs may have topped the charts once, but they've carved out places in our hearts that will never fade. From stadium anthems to bittersweet ballads, from funky grooves to haunting stories, these tracks prove that sometimes one hit is all it takes to become a timeless legend.